Mississippi, Mississippi has, like this country, has a troubled past and has a troubled present and will continue to have a troubled future.
And that's why award-winning actress Aunjanue Ellis Taylor is using her voice for change.
I grew up in Pike County, Mississippi, between Magnolia and Macomb, Mississippi.
Her grandfather was a pastor at Society Hill Baptist Church in Macomb, which was bombed by the KKK in September 1964. The church was also a freedom school site and provided free education to Black people. Ellis Taylor says her grandfather, along with several others, were unjustly arrested for the bombing, but he was able to return home. She says those responsible were never held accountable. Witnessing events like that during her childhood catapulted Ellis Taylor's push for change. She knew that school would be important, so she made higher education a priority.
I went to Tougaloo College, and that changed my life.
After her first onstage performance at Tougaloo, she was motivated to pursue an acting career. Ellis Taylor got her start on Broadway, then hit the big screen, starring in movies like The Help, Men of Honor, Ray, and Freedomland. With decades of experience, she landed the role of Isabel Wilkerson in her latest movie, Origin, where she talks about racism on a larger scale.
It frames racism as a part of something that is larger, which is the caste system in this country. And it illustrates how race and racism is really just a tool for the caste system.
Ellis Taylor says this project is one of the most special she has done.
My goal is to upset those systems and to destroy those systems. Coincidentally, I've been working on movies that talk about that or feature that in some sort of way. But I do that in my life outside of film and television as well.
Outside of film, Ellis Taylor has been on the front lines with her activism, standing up for change. She moved back to Macomb about 12 years ago and says she couldn't stand to see the same pattern of injustice that she saw as a child be a part of her adulthood. Here in Mississippi, she fought to take down the state flag that represented a tool for segregation.
I engaged in public displays. I would wear dresses on red carpets that would say, "Take the flag down." I bought a billboard that was on Highway 55 a few years ago that had "We Shall Overcome" on the billboard, but I had those letters written in Confederate flags. I wanted to wake what I thought was a sleeping bear.
Although the flag was officially removed and changed, she says she's still seen it flown across the state.
When I was at home, and for Christmas, we went to get some catfish at this catfish place between Hattiesburg and Macomb, and they had a big old flag in there. And I was in there with my nephew. And it was the Mississippi state flag, but it still had that big old Confederate flag on it.
And when she asked why that particular flag was there,
and she said, "Well, I'm not the owner. I can't," she claimed ignorance. But I said, that flag shouldn't be there.
She says the state and the country as a whole need to take accountability for injustices of the past in order to make progress towards a better future.
Everything that we experience, our personal experiences, our economic experiences, our political experiences will be improved when we start confronting the truth of who we are.
Ellis Taylor says some politicians are trying to redact these injustices in history, which she says is another way for them to continue the caste system.
And that is the intention behind trying to keep this history outside of books, outside of curriculums, outside of libraries. That is the intention behind it. The folks who want to maintain the caste system want everybody else to be ignorant about that.
With the upcoming presidential election, Ellis Taylor says it is important to be educated on history and about the candidates before you vote.
What's most important is not allowing yourself to be lied to, because that is what's happening, is we are being lied to. We have candidates saying things like, America has never been a racist country. The idea that they would say something like that is unconscionable, and it's a lie, and that person shouldn't be voted for. Why would you vote for a candidate who would not be truthful.
Throughout it all, Ellis Taylor says she is happy to be doing what she loves.
I'm in a point in my life where I'm just so grateful to be working still, and being able to tell stories that I believe in.
In Jackson, Crystal Tisby, 16, WBT News.